New York City. The streets were filled with gang wars, bodies piled up, families turned against families, and one man looked at the chaos and thought, there has to be a better way. His name was Lucky Luciano. Some called him a criminal mastermind. Others called him the father of modern organized crime. But before the suits, money, and power, he was just a poor immigrant kid trying to survive. This is the rise, empire, and downfall of the man who changed the Mafia forever. Born Salvatore Lucania in Sicily in 1897, his family immigrated to New York, searching for opportunity. Instead, they found poverty. The crowded immigrant neighborhoods were rough. Crime wasn't unusual, it was survival. Young Salvatore quickly learned the rules of the streets: fight, adapt, or disappear. At school, he reportedly bullied and protected other kids for money. Not because he loved violence, because he understood business early. That mindset would make him dangerous. As a teenager, Luciano met people who would shape organized crime forever: street gangs, bootleggers, future mob bosses. He built relationships across ethnic lines at a time when many gangs stayed divided. That made him different. He worked with Jewish gangsters, Italian gangsters, anyone who could make money. He cared less about tradition and more about profit. Soon, he was working with powerful figures while climbing through New York's criminal world. Then came Prohibition. America banned alcohol. Criminals became businessmen overnight. Illegal liquor operations exploded. Money flooded the streets. Luciano became deeply involved in bootlegging networks. Every truck, every route, every partnership, more money, more influence, more enemies. As fortunes grew, gang wars intensified. The old mafia bosses wanted old rules. Luciano wanted modernization. Conflict became inevitable. New York entered one of its bloodiest criminal periods. Alliances shifted constantly. Assassinations became routine. Nobody trusted anyone. Luciano realized survival meant acting first. He quietly built alliances while rivals fought openly. Then came the moment that changed everything. Powerful old-school leadership disappeared. A new era began, and Luciano stood at the center of it. Instead of ruling alone, Luciano changed the system. He helped create a governing structure between major crime families, a boardroom for criminals. Disputes could be negotiated, territories organized, profits expanded. This transformed organized crime from scattered street groups into something more structured. For years, the system worked. Luciano became one of the most influential men in America without holding public office. Power attracts attention. Authorities had spent years trying to stop him. Eventually, prosecutors targeted operations connected to prostitution networks. In 1936, Luciano was convicted. The sentence shocked everyone. Decades behind bars. The untouchable boss was suddenly trapped. But prison didn't completely remove his influence. Even behind bars, rumors claimed he still had power. Then came World War II. American authorities worried about security around ports and shipping. Stories emerged that criminal networks helped provide information and cooperation. Years later, Luciano's sentence was reduced, but freedom came with a cost. He would leave America forever. Luciano was deported to Italy, the country where he was born. But not the country he knew. He tried rebuilding influence overseas, made connections, maintained relationships. But exile changed everything. The empire he built no longer belonged to him. Others controlled the future. In 1962, Lucky Luciano died far from the streets that made him powerful. But his system survived. His structure survived. His influence survived. He didn't just become a mob boss, he changed organized crime itself. Because sometimes, the people who change history aren't politicians. They're the people operating in the shadows. Was Lucky Luciano a criminal genius? or simply the man who industrialized organized crime? Comment your thoughts below.